Hmm. Hmm. Bubbles. Yep, I'm alive. Anybody awake out there? Anybody feel like chatting so I can get to sleep? I'll wait. By the way, anybody seen Tommy Sotomayor around? What is he doing? Is he talking about anything different? Eh, I ain't seen him around in a minute. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Ooh. I'm just waiting to see if somebody's gonna come in the chat. I really ain't got nothing to talk about other than I've gotten through most of season 6 of The Walking Dead, and I think I've had enough of that show. So I just read spoilers for the remaining 5 seasons. There's a whole new Walking Dead something that's gonna start next month. Eh, uh, I'm just overloaded on that suspense feeling thing. Uh, I don't know what's going on with me, but I ain't got time for that. Too much suspense makes my heart race. Uh, mm-hmm. It was cold like shit today. I wouldn't even leave the house. Mm-mm. I don't do the cold weather. I'm talking about like -5 degrees with the wind chill. That's some bullshit. I can't do it. Don't want to do it. So I took down, I only had a chance to take down all the Christmas decorations. I did that today. Glad that's done. And spent the rest of the day napping, watching The Walking Dead until I decided I don't want to watch no more of it. And watch some YouTube videos about the Long Island serial killer. I'll try and do a video in a couple of days about what's going on with that situation. I wish he would talk. Rex Humerman, that is, the Long Island serial killer. But he doesn't strike me as the person who wants to brag about his crimes. He'd rather have everybody keep guessing until the end of time. Because that's the type of Negro he is. Well, he ain't a Negro, but you know. That's the type of fool he is, I'll say that. Which is an understatement. But yeah. BTK, he is not. Although they're very, very similar. They have a lot in common. But BTK, you can't get him to shut up. But Rex, nah, he ain't saying shit. They found Well, they divulged that they found a, another hair on the victims that points to the daughter. And I told you before that that daughter is a spooky bitch. They could have been a whole serial killing family for all I care. For real. I just don't trust the mother, don't trust that daughter. They're they're just up to something. But anyway, enough of that. Hello, two people. Come in the chat and say hello. Let's chit chat for a spell. Don't be shy. I won't bite. I promise. hmm I'm just here for a little while. I'm waiting for sleep to come. Then I'm gonna go night night as soon as it starts to hit me. Because right now I'm just laying in the bed on my stomach, talking into this phone, hoping somebody will talk back to me in the chat. But you won't do it. You'll just sit in the bushes. Why? If okay, let me put it this way. If you're not banned, can you come in the chat and say hello? Now, if you're banned, that's something you just can't do, and I understand. But if you're not banned, just come in the chat and say hello. And if you banned, why are you here? Why don't you go someplace? Go away. Go away. Stay away. But no, you're not going to do that. You're just going to sit here in my bushes because you're a whole fucking fat ass weirdo. Hi, unapologetic one. Thank you for subscribing and welcome. Appreciate you much. Tell me, what brought you to the channel? I'm curious. Old hag. Hi, old hag. Oh, Lord. Oh, great. You know, I enjoy them too. I go back and listen, especially the R. Kelly one. I don't know what was going on with me, but if I must say so myself, I was hilarious. Oh, thank you. But that R. Kelly one, Sex Me, was it Sex Me something? Diary of a Freak or something. You're an old hag too? I'm not an old hag. You're just a troll. But welcome, troll. Bunny's next book. I read two of her books already. She has a third one? Is it out? I think it is out, if I'm not mistaken. And I think I said I'm going to wait a year that it's out before I read it. Because if it just came out in recent months, I don't think that's right to do. I think that will cut in to her profits. And maybe reading it a year later might cut in also. But yeah, I'll wait. I don't want to read it right away. I think that's disrespectful. I think most people don't mind, after their book has run its course, if YouTubers, read it. But like if it just came out last week or last month and somebody starts reading it online for free, I mean, I would have a problem with that. So I gotta wait. Yes, I read Old Hag. Who are you really, Old Hag? You know you're somebody, you know I know that it's somebody I know from YouTube. You just under a troll account. How about you just really reveal yourself and let's have a serious conversation while I'm in the mood to have a serious conversation with someone I've been in conflict with. I didn't think you read books that you didn't have to color. Why don't you reveal yourself and let's have a heart to heart conversation? Why don't you do that? Mm, mm, mm. Her story really is powerful, and so is Tommy's. Yeah, he was so honest in his book, that Tommy. I mean, he was truthful about the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I think that's how you ought to write, you know? Yeah. I think she recently lost a grandchild, if I'm not mistaken, a few months ago. For real, Tommy? Let me see. I didn't think you read books that you didn't have to color. That sounds like something Tommy would say. How they didn't you just come back with a new channel a few months ago? You had a channel a few weeks ago. If that's really you. Yeah, okay. Yeah, she lost a grandchild, I think, yeah. She did put on a lot of weight, didn't she? I never known her to be, back in the day, knock kneed, but she looks knock kneed these days. Yeah, that's what I saw too. I don't believe that's you, Tommy, so stop. hmm But good grief. I would think, or I would have thought that if each of them, meaning, the original DeBarge siblings and their children, read Tommy's book, because for me, it was like the blueprint or the road map to healing. And I just thought that everybody who could read, from the siblings on down, should read that book. And I don't think they have, because tragedy is still striking them. I think Elder Barge is ignorant. Mm-mm. She wasn't lying. She wasn't lying. This Elder Barge had, and the ones after him, They just had a different childhood. That's all. By then, daddy was out the house or whatever, and then they grew up with a stepfather, I believe, at some point. And, I think by the time Elder Barge came around, their father had already got his ass whooped by Edeline's brothers. You know? Just a different childhood. Let me see. She said, "Oh yeah," and he probably was. He probably was with. Like for instance, when I talked about different childhood, I had some friends. It was three sisters. So the two older sisters were like maybe 4 years apart, and the youngest one had to be like 8 years younger than the middle child. Now, growing up, the first two oldest ones, they went to school and they came home. If we wanted to play, we had to come inside their gate and sit and talk with them or whatever. They were never allowed to even go outside the gate. Go to someone's house? Oh, hell no. Friends come over inside their house? Oh, hell no. Their parents were so strict with the first two. And we're talking about in Queens, New York, East Somers, right? When I tell you they could not walk out of their front gate unless they were going to school, it's the God's honest truth. So eventually they all moved to Jersey. The youngest one, by then, when they moved to Jersey, I don't know how old she was, but I would say she was under the age of 10. They moved to Jersey. The youngest one had a much different childhood than the two oldest ones. The youngest one knew what it was like to spend a night over a friend's house. The youngest one just had so much more freedom to do things than the older two. That's a different childhood. And when, the middle one was around my age, well, we were the same age, known each other since first grade. When she told me that the youngest one was able to spend the night at friends' houses and go like roller skating with friends, the older two couldn't do that. It's a totally different childhood. And what happened that the parents were allowing the youngest one to do these things? People grow and they change, you know? Parents change their can change their concepts about parenting and all that stuff. Things happen. Circumstances change, you know? So I said all that to say Elder Barge and maybe whoever was born before him and all the rest underneath him, the family dynamics had changed by then. The father had remarried, I believe. Um, and at some point, Edeline got a new man, a new husband. I don't know if they got married or whatever. It's a whole different dynamic, family dynamic. And so when you grow up without the type of abuse that the older group of kids experienced, you have no concept of understanding that that was even possible. because your childhood is a totally different world than the childhood of your older siblings. And that's that. Yeah, they always get more freedom. And you got to take into account that at some point, parents get tired. you know, they're not like they were with the firstborn. And after you have so many kids, by the time you get to the last two or the last one, you so lax with your restrictions or what have you, because you tired. After years of raising kids, I think they get tired and lax. They are more resentful. Yep. you laughing unapologetic one about being very tired. Are you almost there yourself? Mm-hmm. Yeah. okay. You're not tired yet. hmm Do I think ZX has prostate cancer? Oh, sure. Ask some questions. Do I think ZX has prostate cancer? What? Why would I think ZX has prostate? What's going on? You talk about something? Fill me in. Because that's such a far out question that something's going on that I don't know about. Um, let's say I've been following the beef sector since 2019, but I don't think they would accept me because they think I'm part of the black sector, and I'm not part of the black sector of what they know the black sector to be. That's not where I came from. ZX has prostate cancer. Oh my God. Seriously? Did I guess he made a video talking about it. But unapologetic one, I do know a lot about the B sector. That I do know. Hey, y'all can hit the like button, please. Thank you. Oh no. I was wondering if you ever decided to go live. Um, you know, I've been doing this YouTube stuff nonstop. I'm not talking about going live, just being in. I'm originally from the roast sector. Let's say that's the sector that coagulated around Tommy Sotomayor. And that started somewhere around 2012, 2011. But I've been out here in these YouTube streets. Look, this channel right here, I started in 2006. So let's just say that. And you know, I just been doing this for a while. And I don't want to um I don't want to beef with nobody. I'd rather just be a spectator. Unapologetic one. I'd rather just be a spectator. Because, To beef, you got to put somebody down, and I just don't want to do that. I've done it. It doesn't make me feel good. It doesn't make me a better person. I'd rather just spectate. And mind you, I've only done it because somebody came at me, you know. But yeah, I like Uncle Tim. I love Mother. I love, you know what? I like everybody, to tell you the truth. There's not one person I can say, well, there's one person I could say I don't like, and it's just one. But, out of everybody, I ain't got no qualms with anyone. Yeah, and then people start wanting to dox, and, I just don't want to do it. Tracy, Tracy is a trip and a half. I really enjoyed her on the cruise a lot of the time, you know. But yeah, there's just a couple of things about Tracy that pissed me off while she was on the cruise. And her bathing suits were just ridiculous. But, And I've been watching Tracy for a long time. I remember when Tracy first came, well, when I first um started watching Tracy, she used to do videos in her dining room in front of a big, beautiful china cabinet. And basically, she was just recapping what was going on in the YouTube streets for the day. And, a lot of times you be working, you can't really be online or anything. So Tracy was a good resource to watch to just get the cliff notes of what went on. And yeah, and I just thought she was the most classiest lady. You couldn't tell me that classy lady who used to do her videos in her dining room would drag the fuck out of children. I would have never believed that in a million years. She didn't even cuss, unapologetic one. She couldn't even cuss. And if she did, she sounded funny cussing because that wasn't her. I'm telling you, that's how she was back in the day. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She didn't even cuss. And thinking back to classy Tracy in the dining room, I would have never thought she would date somebody like a Rob Rack or a Noble. She just didn't strike me that would, knowingly date an alcoholic. An alcoholic that's so bad that you got to blow in some sort of contraption to start the car. Never in a million years back then could you have convinced me that Tracy would give a second thought about a guy like Rob Rack. And she gets rid of Rob Rack and she picks up with Noble. Rob Rack, Noble, just about basically the same dude, different bodies. And now they're over and done with. And I wish they would keep their business to themselves, but everything is for content, I guess. Oh, wow. He was so disrespectful and very aggressive with her. Even though he was playing very aggressively. Because I seen him, you remember those videos when they met in California or whatever? He was knocking her head up against the wall. And he was just very disrespectful, feeling on her titties and not in a very sensual, gentle way. He was like grabbing and squeezing and twisting them. Just real aggressive for no reason. Oh, we see the real Tracy from her choice in men. Mm, yeah, yeah. I don't know how she does it. I couldn't do it. I just, mm-mm. I ain't got time for no man full of issues. He was an attention whore, and he just kept this wash it and wash it good. How disrespectful. Mm, mm, mm. Uh, do I like Scorpio men? The worst relationship I ever had was a Scorpio. I'll leave it at that. They just something else. Hmm. No more Scorpios for me. Hi, Jose. I see you, nigga. I see you, nigga. Mm-mm. Yep. I'm a Leo. And the best man I ever had was a Leo. Yep. Hmm. Yep. But yeah. So Tracy and Noble are over. And now all the dirt is coming out. This is what they do. Don't get on a Leo's bad side. I don't think I have a bad side. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know. Um, I don't know about Tracy. I wonder who she's gonna date next. That's what I want to know. I wonder what Rob Rack has. Rob Rack said anything about Tracy and Noble breaking up? She loves drunks. I don't know how she does it. I couldn't do it. Not me, Tracy. Mm-mm. I do not want to be involved with anybody addicted to any type of substance or alcohol. That's the worst. Mm-mm. You got a drug problem or alcohol problem? I run the other direction. Tracy, she runs straight into their drunken arms. And she's happy. Yes, she is happy. Mm, mm, mm. Bless her heart. Mm. Maybe if Rika wasn't gay, she'd be dating him. Don't you think? She likes drunk drama. I mean, relationships are hard enough with two sober individuals. You know, they really are. Please hit the like. Thank you. They really are. But whew, okay, I'm starting to yawn. That's a sign, a good sign. Hmm. Come on, there's like four other people. Come in the chat and say hello if you are not banned. And if you are banned, why are you here? Just go away. If not, if you're not banned, come in the chat and say hello. Drop down out the bushes and get your eagle on. Thank you for the like. Appreciate you. But yeah. And I enjoy Duchess Kelly Love. I enjoy everybody. Um, Nest No Mess. Um, everybody got something to give. Is there anybody whom I don't like from the B sector? No, I can't say. Mm. There's people who I'm subscribed to who I never watch, and that would be Rita. Um, and a few other people. I don't know why I stay subscribed. Good chatting with you too. I appreciate you stopping by. And Jay Dunn is a trip too. She funny as hell to me. Her voice cracks me up. You don't think Jay Dunn is an authentic lesbian? Jay Dunn? Jay Dunn is in her 30s and still a virgin. You can't be no more of an authentic lesbian than that. Yeah, well, she can't help her voice. But she'll tell you in a minute she's a grown ass man. Yep. A squeaky mouse. Yes, it does. Bless her heart. She can't help herself. But she's very nice, I think. Sometimes she could be a pain in the neck. Grown men don't sound like that. I know. But I see how she annoys other YouTubers, which makes it very entertaining for me. But yeah. And mother, one thing about those gays, boy, you don't want to mess with those gays. They will read you for your whole fucking life and won't give a damn. With ease, with effortlessly. I don't know why some people just go messing with the gays. Leave them people alone. Yeah, poor thing with that high ass voice. You just can't take her as a serious lesbian, huh? Hmm. So arguing with the queens is like arguing with another woman. Ugh, it's worse than arguing with another woman. To me, I'll just leave them fools alone. Mm-mm. It's almost 6 o'clock in the morning. I think Lance Scurver is live. Huh. Well, 6 o'clock in the morning for him. That is. He's never up that early. Okay, I'll catch up with you. Hey, V Dub, how are you? How's the little lady doing? She's probably talking and telling you what she's not going to do by now. Hmm. Thank you again, unapologetic one. Appreciate you. Yeah, she's so precious, that little baby of yours. Just growing up. Thank you. Appreciate you. Good night. Anyway, anybody else gonna drop down? Who's in the bushes? Come on, drop down and say hello. You're more than welcome. Come on. Cat got your tongue? Oh well. Alright. I guess I'm gonna go night night now also. But hey, thank you all for tuning in and just hanging out with me for a spell. And I'll catch up with you all once again soon. Peace.